On the surface, it may seem like the ambitious sci-fi title Cyberpunk 2077 and the beloved Witcher fantasy franchise couldn't be further apart from each other. But they are more intertwined than players might think, and not merely because they share the same developer. CD Projekt Red, the Polish video game developer and publisher, made a name for itself by bringing the popular Witcher novel series by author Andrzej Sapkowski to gamers everywhere, and it generated a lot of goodwill in the process. The last mainline installment that was released, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, was a particular favorite among players, and it achieved critical and commercial success while also cementing CD Projekt Red's reputation as a respected developer. However, the studio's move away from the familiar Witcher series proved not to be so fruitful, and Cyberpunk 2077's infamous launch and subsequent issues became a cautionary tale for all developers. It may be a separate IP, but Cyberpunk 2077's fortune may be inextricably linked and could even prove detrimental to the Witcher games for a while yet. This is Fenris Wolf on behalf of Gamer Overlord, and in this video I would be explicitly explaining the details regarding Witcher 4 with respect to the launch of Cyberpunk 2077, the fate of Witcher series in the forthcoming years, and also the fate of CD Projekt Red. So do please watch this video till the end. If you find whatever information that I'm providing in this video helpful and relatable, do please hit the like and the subscribe button, and make sure you click that bell icon for more regular news updates and more interesting stuff that I bring into this channel. So making myself and everything else clear, let's get started. By this point, Cyberpunk 2077's woes have been well documented. A long development cycle, high fan expectations, delays, and a buggy launch ensured that the game indefinitely didn't get off to the best of starts. Once games launch in a broken or unfinished state, it can be hard to get fans back on board. They have already shelled out a lot of money with the expectation that a title will at least be finished and playable, and when that's not the case, things can turn sour pretty quickly. The problem wasn't just an incomplete or buggy game at launch, though. Despite the fact that the majority of CD Projekt Red's previous main Witcher games, DLCs, and spin-off titles had been well received, the slate was essentially wiped clean when it came to the studio's reputation in the minds of some players because of the disastrous beginnings of Cyberpunk 2077's post-launch life. CD Projekt Red has been hard at work to right the things they have done, especially with the Cyberpunk 2077 the game, and it should have been well released in 2020, but for many fans the damage has already been done. After Cyberpunk 2077's launch, it seems like CD Projekt Red is heading back to the relative safety of the Witcher universe. The developer announced earlier this year that the next Witcher was in development and player interest was peaked, when the announcement also confirmed that this would be the start of a new saga. The game may only be in the early development at the moment and is likely some years away, but a lot of fans are already apprehensive. Cyberpunk 2077's ambitious goals ended in a game that couldn't quite live up to the hype or even deliver on a few of the things that were seemingly promised during its promotion, and players are worried the same things will happen to CD Projekt Red's next title or even the next few titles at the most. Trust in the developer has been shaken, and fans will have a hard time believing any more promises about subsequent games and will take any updates with a pinch of salt. The Witcher games are undeniably popular, and the next installment has already generated a lot of buzz within the community. Even considering the reticence and the might accompany the excitement given Cyberpunk 2077's issues, hopes will be high for the future of the franchise. However, players may be even more skeptical, especially given the fact that it seems the Witcher games will be moving away from the familiar characters like Geralt as they start a new saga. Gamers don't necessarily know what that means just yet, but some may be wary of CD Projekt Red's gambling of new directions, considering how that seemed to work out for the studio last time. The fate of Cyberpunk 2077 may also make the developer think twice before it pursues any new projects outside of the Witcher games, which would be a shame for both the studio and the gamers in general. They are cleverly very talented people working at CD Projekt Red, and while Cyberpunk 2077's first few months may have been incredibly rocky, it's still an ambitious, entertaining, and a unique game. The repercussions of its release may be felt for a long time yet, but hopefully CD Projekt Red can turn things around like it eventually did with Cyberpunk 2077's later half fortunes. That's it from the video, guys. Do follow our Discord server for short updates that we won't be coming in our videos. We wanted to present an angle regarding Witcher versus Cyberpunk 2077's fate. We have seen that Cyberpunk 2077 got the requisite hate to make CD Projekt Red realize their mistakes, so it would be well enough to see how Witcher 4 turns out in 2024. If you have got any queries relating to the game's issues or any other general questions, you can DM me on my social media handles. You can follow them as well. We'll see you guys in the next one.